Hi, people. It's me again, of course, as always, Andrew, as usual, Moino Ravenberg. Now, in the beginning, when I first prepared for recording this video, just an FYI, I wasn't planning on only a silhouette of mine appearing, but I actually like it, so I am going to leave it like that. Now, let's get down to business. I'm going to cover the 72nd spirit of the goetic, Andromalius or Andromalius. I'll be referring to him as the latter. So I repeat, I'll be calling him Andromalius. Let's get this party started. Andromalius, the 72nd spirit in order is named Andromalius. He is an earl, great and mighty, appearing in the form of a man holding a great serpent in his hand. His office is to bring back both the thief and the goods which be stolen, and to discover all wickedness and underhand dealing, and to punish all thieves and other wicked people, and also to discover treasures that be hid. He ruleth over 36 legions of spirits, etc., etc. This is the last spirit mentioned in the goetic. Now, I'm going to start right off by saying that none of this is correct. Other than his appearance, which is partially correct for the most part, or for 70% approximately. His office, aka his specialties, not correct whatsoever. The reason for that is because when they carried out their divinatory workings, the editor, or in any case, the person responsible for Andromalius's description, they made a whoopsie, so to speak, and they simply got their tubes metaphorically twisted to the point where they completely misjudged him regarding skill set and whatnot. So I'm here to set the record straight as always, and or as is the case by default. Let me see. Let me start off with this information and attributes. Andromalius is solar. I repeat, Andromalius is a solar spirit. He corresponds specifically to 19 degrees in Leo, and he also has a considerable mercurial influence, specifically referring to the zodiac sign Virgo. He specializes in wealth and luxury, specifically in a career-oriented manner. And he'll make the operator, so you, if you work with him, you spirit worker, regardless of what kind of magic you practice or what kind of esotericism you occupy yourself with, he'll make you highly detailed and critical when it comes to working, specifically when it comes to labor-based affairs, or especially when it comes to labor-based affairs across the board, thereby making you excel to extraordinary levels. Once again, I want to point out how strong the bond between the Sun and Mercury is, how the Sun and Mercury have a strong bond with each other and the relationship, because this is anything but the first time that I've seen, for example, a similar situation. So yeah, that's it regarding his information and attributes. So again, remember, solar with a strong mercurial affinity to him, and specializes in wealth by making you highly detailed, by making you an ultra mega giga chat craftsman that will automatically lead to the aforementioned wealth and luxury. In terms of what kind of spirit he is, he's a fallen angel. He is an ex-thrones, so he used to belong to the angelic order of thrones. Appearance is that of a shape-shifting man, thereby meaning a man that changes appearances, specifically hair color and skin color, varying from Caucasian-looking to mixed-race-looking, within a beige-like manner. Also has a main serpent that is coiled around him of average size, with the serpent's head sitting on top of his head, and two other minor serpents that optionally enter the fray, so to speak. The two minor serpents are usually multicolored, although this also varies. Also has relatively above average sized wings that are white with a black outline. In terms of a slight elaboration, yeah, the second I saw Andromalius and he showed me his wings specifically, I could tell that I was like, yeah, this guy definitely, you could tell that he was a high-ranking angel. Usually the top tier angels like the Seraphim, the Cherubim, and the Ophanim, these are high-ranking angels and they usually appear like that. In any case, I'm used to, I just based on my knowledge and experience, obviously, I recognized it right away. I was like, yep, you were like a big shot. You still are, but in an infernal way, Andromalius. And yeah, the rest speaks for itself. he changes, he shapeshifts in the sense that he goes from looking like a white guy with blonde hair to a mixed race looking guy with, let's just say, like my skin color, beiges, light brown, olive, and then the hair color changes from blonde to like black or a bit of brunette and or similar. Um, and yeah, the rest in relation to the serpent speak for themselves. Usually, a white, a white, greenish, yellowish serpent appears around his waist of average size, like a serpent that's maybe like close to a meter long or something, or like 70 centimeters, you name it, 3/4 of a meter. And then the serpent briefly coils around his neck, and then the serpent's head sits on top of his head, like on his hair. And then he also holds two minor, smaller serpents on his in both of his hands, and then they simply coil around his and then sit on his shoulders or also on his head. But these two are smaller. Think of a coral snake or similar, venomous serpents. Whereas the main serpent does not look venomous, but it could be. I don't know exactly what kind of snakes these were, but that's what they appear like or how they appear. Let me see if I missed something else. No. What I can tell you for the rest that's interesting from a neutral perspective is that when I did my research, I was also told that that there were some operators that have worked with him throughout time that mistook him for a pagan god. Just throwing it out there. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. For those of you that are wondering why I'm recording outside compared to the usual when I'm recording in my bedroom, my senses told me to do so. It's nice and sunny outside, obviously, like really sunny, without it being excessively humid or anything like that. It's like room temperature outside. Like I think at most 30 degrees. It's quite beautiful weather. And my senses told me because it's in keeping with Andromalius's personality, in a manner of speaking. Bye bye. Until next time.